Thank you everyone for joining with us today. On this occasion of Down Syndrome Day, we have with us a young adult, Swasti. So Swasti, at a very young age, has started her own business called Pudina Punch. So today we will get to know her journey as well as her parents' journey. So hi Swasti, how are you?
Hi, my name is Swasti Mehta. I'm from Mumbai.
Oh, great. So, Swasti, how old are you?
I'm 29 complete.
Okay. And what is your favorite show?
My favorite show is Darhana Mehta Ulta Chashma.
Oh, nice. So, Swasti, what do you do in your free time?
On the free time, I was same serial.
I watch same serial.
Yes,
So that is which is this show?
Darhana Mehta Ulta Chashma.
Oh, you watch the same serial. Okay, in your free
Yes,
time. Oh, great. And what else do you do in your free time? Do you go out?
yes. For, I went for a hiking, trekking. Nepal, I went there.
Oh, wow.
In Mumbai, I will go trekking in Mumbai.
Also,
Oh,
Also, National Park.
okay, so you went for trekking in Nepal and now you will go in Mumbai for a trek, for another trek.
Yes,
Okay, that's nice. So, now that you have started your own business, do you feel happy?
yes.
Oh, great. So, do you
Mm.
make Pudina Punch by yourself?
Yes, with my mom, my dad, my brother.
Okay, so all of your full family helps you to make the Pudina Punch.
Yes.
So, do you have a fixed recipe that you follow?
Yes,
Okay, and who you wrote the recipe or Mama has helped you with the recipe?
my mom helps me.
She helps you. Okay, great. And so,
Mm.
can you explain to me how do you make this Pudina punch? Like you,
Uh, there's a mm, in it there's a sugar, lime, namak, sometimes it, and mix with pudina
okay. And do you go to buy the Pudina lemons and all? You go to buy?
with my mom.
You go to buy with your mom? Nice. And then who
Yes,
cleans them?
after cleaning atom only.
Oh, you only clean it.
My mom, me, my dad.
Okay, so all three of you all help and they're clean.
Hmm.
Okay. And
I
then
can twist
once,
the lemon also at home.
wow, you squeeze the lemon as well. Oh,
Yes.
and after you have made this drink, then
Hmm.
what do you do? Do you pack the, who
Uh,
helps with packing?
you have to fill the bottles,
Hmm.
put a lid on top, and then my dad does the packing also. Me, my mom, my brother.
Okay, so everyone helps you with right from making of the Pudina punch to the packing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's nice. Um, so now you have started this business, no, of Pudina Punch.
yes.
So what are your next plans? What do you want to do?
My next plan is I will go to
what do you want to do? You want to scale this up?
I will create this app also.
More Pudina
Oh,
Punch.
More food in a bunch.
okay. So you want to increase your business. That's very nice. Do you
Yes,
plan on making something else as well to sell?
yes,
Yeah.
Which
yes.
is the other sharbat you want to make?
Desi chini.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have a new drink now.
Yes.
Yeah, exciting. So, Swasti, can you share a message for your other
Mm.
friends with Down syndrome?
Uh, स्विमिंग करना चाहिए रनिंग करना चाहिए वॉकिंग रनिंग स्विमिंग मोटिवेशन होना चाहिए क्योंकि उसे फायदा भी हो सकता है क्योंकि उसमें मेहनत भी करना पड़ता है
Oh, very nice. Thank you so much, Swasti.
वेलकम
It was lovely talking to you.
You also say thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I so now I will talk to Mama. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, could you introduce yourself for the audience?
Yes. I'm Swasti's mom, Darshana Mehta. My age is 67 now. Still work. Uh, at present, I work as a counselor, that is family counseling, children's counseling, psychological problems counseling. And yes, take
Oh,
care of Swasti's business is another job now, and has become a kind of a personal assistant to Swasti now because she is getting interviewed the way you are interviewing.
yes.
She came for the Purple Fest, so I
Yeah.
have to
That,
go travel with her.
okay. So that's so nice that you're a like, continued part of her life. So we'll begin with the question. So my first question to you is: when you heard about that Swasti has Down syndrome, what were some of the thoughts that came across, your mind?
Uh, the main thought I describe it as what will be her future when she grows up and what to do to ensure that she becomes more and more independent, self sufficient. So, my whole direction of thinking was towards that right from the first month of her birth.
Okay, that's very nice, ma'am. That you had a vision and for the future, something that you were looking forward to.
Yes.
Um, so you may have done an IQ test for her, right, to enroll her in a school.
Yes.
So after doing the IQ test, did that play a role in the decision that you took to which school you need to put her in?
Yes. She was below 50. So that made it necessary for her to go to a special school.
Okay.
When she went to school, first they had done the DQ. And right now, also, as I see, her social skills are far better than her academic skills.
Yes,
So at
that's her
that time,
strength.
also, the DQ was high.
Okay.
But when we could do IQ, once she grew up a little more, IQ was low. Academics wise, it was difficult.
Okay, okay. So, ma'am, you mentioned that you put her in a special school. So, in Bombay, are there any schools like mainstream schools with a resource room?
Right now, yes.
Okay,
When Swasti is 29, so say
mm,
about 30 years ago, it was a little less. Now,
less.
this whole integration and all that is coming up.
Yes, yes.
But
And, ma'am, do you think back then, if you had this opportunity of putting Swasti in a school with an inclusive school, would you have put her in?
uh, actually, at that time also, probably I could have taken that chance for some time at least. However, the provisions which the schools have to make to help a child with special needs progress, that infrastructure was not sufficient.
Okay.
So, although it is very helpful, uh, for example, you there in other countries, in some places, you have arrangement where your child goes to special school for 3 days and inclusive school for 2 days. I mean,
Mm,
such a thing does is not heard
no.
of.
Yes, yes.
But then you know, those special needs are also catered to, and inclusion with others is also done. So I
Yeah.
think we are progressing, and better provisions will be made as we progress, as parents also understand better.
Yes, yes. So you said that you were working previously as well, right? With
Yes,
Swasti. Before when
yes,
while Swasti was born, and I
yes,
think you also homeschooled her after a bit.
yes.
Um, yeah. So how did you manage homeschooling and
Uh, See,
working?
I worked full time till she turned say about 6, 7, 8 years.
Okay.
After that, I have my own practice of counseling where I give appointments so
Okay.
I could adjust my working hours. That's how I could manage. And I had a help at home who was very active. In
Hmm.
fact, that help, when I saw potential in her, she is now a special teacher. She educated herself to be a.
Oh, nice. So she was
So her
inspired.
inputs, yeah, her inputs during my being away were very good. The helps.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. So you had a help with you,
Yes,
and
24 hours.
huh. So that made it a little easier for you. And definitely you put in all the efforts and, guided her
Yes.
as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us a little more about, the business, Pudina Punch? How did the idea come about?
Yes.
Mhm.
During COVID, when Swasti was at home and her classes in her training center were going on online, and there was a vacation, even in
Okay.
those online classes. So then there was nothing that she was doing, and I had to organize. So at that time, I thought that why not start to sell something?
Oh,
And this idea was tried, and it worked.
Mhm.
okay. So she knew how to make, like she would make
Yes.
Pudina Punch and.
Yes. In the evenings during COVID times, every day we were having this Fudina drink in the evening she used to make.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. Okay. And so what are some of the helps that she would need while making this?
Yeah. She
Um,
is, for her, the ratio proportions are difficult. I
hmm.
mean, if she's counting to put, say, this many spoons of sugar or this many spoon of salt, her counting will be she'll keep putting sugar and she'll be counting the other way. So
Ah,
that coordination has to be checked
Okay.
and I have to be present. So she
Oh,
can do it.
hmm.
However, you have to keep her reminding that, look, when you put,
Yeah, look, she
that's the
needs to.
time you have to count and not just keep counting, rote
Ha.
kind of. So
Yeah.
this kind of a thing, then she is not able to put the labels on the bottle.
Hmm.
mm,
That's a little skillful job.
Yes. Yeah.
And write, at present, we don't have any printed addresses. We have to write them with
Hmm.
pen. So that writing work is also difficult for her. But she can do the box making. She can stick the addresses. So
Okay.
jobs which she can do, cleaning of the Fudina she can do, but
Hmm.
at times there are so many orders that she cannot cope with it. So we have to
Oh,
help her.
helpful. Yes, yes. So definitely she has help at home, and I can see that y'all work together as a team to support
Yes.
her. So which is very nice. So how did y'all plan out the process? Like, did y'all delegate roles, or even like to start
Yeah.
off, there's some sort of
The
planning that needs to
simple
happen.
planning was whoever is expert in whatever has to do that.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that is how the division happened. So all the uh, reaching out through internet
Hmm.
was taken by her brother,
Okay.
getting customers, through
Hmm.
Instagram.
Yes. Yeah.
And production was my strength, and the process operations was Swasti's strength. And her father was not at home at that time due to COVID. There was
Hmm.
a problem. When he came back, he started into packing and maintaining accounts and all that.
Okay, okay. So along with looking at Swasti's trends and working on that, even as family members, even each one, I think, identify their own strengths and build the community. Yeah. Um, so as Swasti was growing up, even initially, you um, may have had some fears, right? So, like, what were some of the fears back then, and do you have those same fears now?
Cindy. Mm,
Not the same fears. With as time progresses, fears change. The
Yes.
biggest difficulty when she was very small, my fear was that what if she's not able to understand things, if she's not able
Hmm.
to talk properly. So, due to that kind of a fear, and what would happen to her when we are not around? I mean, she will live and we parents will go away. So, what
Yes.
will be her state at that time? So, keeping all that in mind, my whole motivation to ensure early intervention and all the inputs as much as possible from the therapist or activities was very high.
Okay.
I would not miss on inputs for her
Yes.
and
Yeah.
organize life accordingly.
Yeah. So you did your own research as well as own trainings to go.
Yeah, in fact, when she went to school, when she went for physiotherapy, all the therapists would keep telling you this is required, that is required. And once they tell you, you start processing all that.
Yes. Yeah.
So the teachers, the therapists are very helpful.
Yes. Um, so many parents, they always have this confusion whether should they be focusing on life skills or academics. So now that Swasti is 29 years old, what do you feel, ma'am, is like what should be the focus? Life skills, academics?
Uh, Life skills first.
Okay.
That's priority.
Yeah,
Because,
and
however, academics is important, but without life skills, academics has very little value.
yes, yeah. And you are seeing now because you worked on Swasti's life skills, are you like do you feel she's more independent? She would need less support from your.
Yes, she can go out overnight training, picnics,
Oh,
and she packs her own bag. I don't have to pack her bag.
oh, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, she knows what to take. I make a list. These are the things you have to carry. Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, and
And
she
she,
follows the list and she will.
yes, and once it is done, she knows what are things to be carried. By now, she's done it so many times.
Yes, yeah. Okay, that's good to hear that you have focused a lot on her life skills, making her so independent now. So I read an article on Better India about Swasti, and in that it had, it was mentioned that at the age of 20 years, Swasti was, diagnosed with psychosis. So I
Yes.
know it's a new diagnosis, so definitely, must have come up with some its own challenges. So what were some of the struggles that had after hearing
Yeah.
this diagnosis, and how did you cope with it?
Yeah, it was very challenging. Uh, as part of the symptoms was non-cooperation, aggressive behavior, stubbornness, and she wanted me around her all the time. She could
Yeah.
not focus. She took very long time to eat, to dress. And by the time, like, the treatment started, before that, I was struggling to tell her, why are you doing this? Where's your concentration? Focus. And that was very, very difficult. Her aggression had to be managed. And with medication, things kind of came under control.
Hmm.
Medicines have their own side effects, which also you have to cope with.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So, all these things make it sometimes very confusing whether to give medicine or not to give medicine, because you look at the side effects and you don't want to give,
Yes, yeah. So
but it
did
is
you,
important to give.
yeah, that's going to be my next question. Did you
Go to your
continue?
doctor, tell about the side effects, don't decide on your own
Hmm. Okay, so you did consult with your doctor, you spoke, discussed.
continuously.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so ma'am, can you share a message for our fellow audience who will be watching this uh,
Yes.
interview?
Uh, an important thing to be remembered is that you know your child very well. So whenever you go for advices, etc., give your feedback also to the therapist about your child. Also, whatever advices are given, process them, but not think that the advices are not helpful.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't know enough. Experts know. Sometimes you have difficulty with experts also, especially the doctors, because they don't get to see a lot of Down syndrome to treat. Even during the training, they have not met many Down syndromes. So the information part, so you got to be a little patient with the doctor, but choose your doctor and go ahead. You need to meet the doctor for the all the problems that you face. And
Oh,
therapists and physiotherapists, occupational therapists, special educators, all of them, I still remember the advices that I've received, and they were very helpful.
yes, yes. And also, I think, I mean, I have, you have worked towards, you've taken the feedback and you have worked it yourself, made adjustments to your routines also to,
Yes,
and, incorporate her advice.
yes, yes. Priorities.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. It was lovely talking to you and listening to your journey as well as Swasti's journey, and how you always had a positive outlook to whatever circumstances, difficulties that were there. And you have worked really hard, making adjustments to your own routines, being her support. And I can see she's definitely, you are like her friend, her best friend, always together, always with her. Yeah, it's lovely to see that.
And
um,
she has been also into an experience of that if she has to live away from me, she happily does it.
oh, great.
That's
Okay.
a very big plus point which I see.
Yes.
If she has
Yeah.
to go and stay 2 3 days in a
Hmm.
relative's place, she willingly goes and she doesn't kind of stick around me and say that mama has to come. No,
Huh.
I think this is also a very important part which I think parents should know, that
Hmm.
ensure that your child goes away from you. Have
Hmm.
such practices.
Yeah, so they learn to live independently by
Yes.
themselves. So they
Yeah,
get
they don't become dependent on you
for everything.
emotionally to an extent that they cannot live without you.
Hmm. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you so
Thank you
much.
for having me. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Swati.
very much. Thank you. She's telling you thank you.
Thank you.